Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus, and welcome to a very doomed Christmas. In fact, this is the second very doomed Christmas that I've attempted so far. The first one you can find through the annotation on screen right about now, and that was for a Christmassy map called Twisted Joke. This one is Xmas Nightmare, and as you can see, it is very appropriately Christmassy, including the skull candle centerpiece, because as we all know, Christmas revolves around ritual human sacrifice and the offering of skulls to the great Christmas demon Santa. And if you sacrifice enough skulls, he'll give you presents, which is absolutely lovely. But if you don't, he will send you homicidal presents that want to try and kill you. And your only choice is to fight back. Oh god. That never gets old. That I can never really get used to that. The fact that there's brains and eyeballs inside the presents just ever so slightly creeps me out. I am far too sober to be playing this right now. But anyway, we've got information kiosks. This is literally an information kiosk to give me information on information kiosks. Wrap that around your brain. And this other one actually tells us who made this particular mod. This was made by the Byte Brothers. Thank you very much, Byte Brothers. And the Dune 2 version was apparently worked out by Judge Spears. So thank you very much, you guys, for bringing us this just small slice of festive insanity. It doesn't really matter if you're not a Christmassy person. Everyone can get behind the concept of blasting demons and sentient presents. It's just an activity everyone can enjoy. Oh Christ, we got ghosts as well. As you can see, the sacrifice of skulls has greatly displeased Santa, and he has given us some strangely Boo-esque ghosts to fight as well. Which makes me worry that there might be an impending lawsuit from Nintendo if they get wind of this stuff. But anyway, we'll continue as if they haven't noticed. We've got a few changed objects. We've got chain guns, plasma guns, medkits, stimpaks. The rockets have been changed to baubles, which is pretty interesting. The rocket launcher looks pretty pimped out there as well, to be perfectly honest. You know what? I'm going to give myself a little present. I'm going to type in IDKFA and give myself all of the weapons. Oh, I'm so gonna get coal this Christmas, just for using cheats left, right, and center. There's nothing very festive about the chainsaw unless you're cutting down a tree. And when you think about it, cutting down a tree for Christmas is probably the most brutal thing you can do. You're cutting down a living thing and displaying its carcass in your living room adorned with decorations. That's pretty friggin' brutal. And hopefully, if any of you watch Metalocalypse, you will have got that joke. But as you can see, charred tree stumps with baubles all over the place. We've got the appropriate snowy covering on most of the stuff. And a berserker pack! Let's go punch some things in the face. Thankfully, we can punch through the fences. And yes, you are seeing half reindeer that kill you by snorting at you. These are the replacements for pinkies in this particular map. And I so desperately need a drink right now. It's a very particular kind of psychosis generated by playing these kind of mods, you know. It's you just slowly feel your brain leaking through your nose after a while. And I think the core issue here is it's not that I'm far too sober to be playing this right now, it's the fact that I'm far too hungover to be playing this. I need to top myself back up so it can become tolerable again, but oh jeez, have we just killed Santa? Are you okay? Actually, no, we're fine. It's clearly a mall Santa. And as we know, all mall Santas are agents of evil, so they must be purged. They must be purged. I also enjoy how the Santa hats on the imps just fall down on the crotch area there when you kill them. It reminds me of a particular drunk Santa image where he wasn't wearing any pants, but for some small mercy, the hat was in fact covering that whole groin area, you know, saving me, you know, any future nightmares or therapy sessions, because that image of a drunk Santa in the gutter without that hat covering the whole groin area would be just horribly seared into my brain for the rest of my life. And let's face it, that is one mental image you do not want to have to carry with you to your grave. But anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We're gonna switch to a different weapon. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? Apparently this is the chain gun with a giant piece of plexiglass glued to the front of it. For some reason it has a lock-on function. No, that doesn't... I don't think that even does anything. It's got a giant radar display somehow glued to the top of it down there. And it appears to be firing Nerf bullets if I'm looking at the belt feed correctly. This is pretty special. I'm nearly speechless looking at the redesign here. Who thought this was good? Who thought this was going to be a nice, effective way to gun down sentient presence? Because, it weren't me, that's for sure. Right, let's see what the friggin' bazooka looks like. Oh, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. What is going on with that barrel? What is sticking out of the side? What possible use does that even serve? I know that it fires baubles, but it doesn't mean you can go absolutely batshit insane with the rest of the thing. It's... What is this? What is this giant thing in the middle of the screen? Target locked? I'm aiming at a wall. It's... I think I'm broken, folks. I think I've officially been broken. And let's face it, it's not a hard thing to do. I've been playing God knows how many Doom mods throughout the course of the year, and it just gets to a very particular tipping point. When you play certain mods, things just turn into a very particular kind of psychotic mush. But dare we look at the plasma gun, because I know the plasma gun's been changed around, and I'm just thinking it's going to be another, like, head-up display wedged monstrosity. So, okay, here we go. Pressing the button. Oh, well, what? That is pretty underwhelming, to be perfectly honest. What? Is that a temperature gauge? What does KPA mean? Killer something per annum? I have no idea. All I know is that it still behaves as a plasma gun. Have I been in here before? Am I just going in circles? Have I forgotten to... Yeah. Actually, no, I killed everything from the outside. That's what it was. I was just having this terrible sense of deja vu. Coming into a room like this and seeing everything already dead. It just... It's not helping my state of mind right now, okay? Don't judge me! But even though I've already got all the keys for this stage, thanks to my horrible cheating ways, I'm still endeavoring to try and finish this stage in some kind of order. And I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but there are multiple maps in this particular WOD, and I think there are a total of, is it 3 or 4 unique maps available here? After that, it just kind of cycles through into the regular Doom maps, just with a little bit of Christmas-themed sprinkling. I think it's Doom 2, actually, yeah. But they're not really all that worth it, to be honest. It's much more worth it for the unique levels, just for the strangeness of navigating them and trying to figure out just what the hell is going on. We got more Mall Santas. We will purge them. Oh wait, they're already dead. How did that happen? I'm pretty sure I didn't fire a bazooka around here earlier. Did they all just kill themselves, or did I just shoot them through the fence? I'm so confused right now. So very, very confused. Anyway. These guys are all gonna kick the bucket. And... ooh, we got another little present in here. And is that a poor dead Space Marine? That is just depressing. They barged into his home and killed him. On Christmas. Freaking ghosts. These are actually the ghosts of all those poor dead Space Marines on Christmas. Haunting the ones left alive. I think I'm thinking up a deeper lore for this particular mod than the creators intended. I'm just going full crazy here, folks. Full crazy. Don't even matter to me anymore. But I do enjoy the inclusion of these little screens, just to remind you what the Switch actually does. I find in a lot of level design, some people will plant a switch and give you absolutely no indication of what it changes. I mean, sure, you can put a surprise down every now and again with a switch, but it doesn't have to be with every goddamn switch. And that Hell Knight was making some very strange noises while I shot it. Anyway, is there anything left to kill? No, everything is, pretty much dead, and I think I have the final key to exit this level, so screw it. Wait, they're still alive. Let's fix that. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's me. That's me done. I've endured about as much Xmas Nightmare as I'm willing to take about now in my current state, so if you want to check it out, the link is, as usual, in the description below. There's a few fun maps in here for you to experience, a few crazy weaponry skins, and some utterly inexplicable enemies to defeat. So yeah, if you want to experience the same kind of festive themed psychosis that I've been putting myself through, go nuts! The link is right down below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know by pressing the relevant buttons, and I'm gonna go and take some aspirin. I'm gonna go and sit down in a darkened room and think about my life. So hopefully you've had a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully you'll have a absolutely wonderful New Year's, and I hope to see you all in 2016. This has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Icarus out.